So you may have been wondering where I have been, and I am finally happy to say that I am back on YouTube. Hello family, how are you guys doing today? If you are new to this channel, hello, my name is Monae, and this is a space where we're going to talk about spirituality, manifestation, and anything along the lines of self-development. As you guys may or may not know, I definitely took some time offline, and today's video I am really going to express to you all of the lessons, the insights, as well as amazing experiences that I did receive during my time offline. Before I do get into today's video, I do want to share all of my love and gratitude for you, for your continuous support, for each of you continuously watching my videos and still understanding the powerful law that we have in our lives to attract and manifest all the things that we do desire. Also, I want to give a shout out to each of you because my 369 video is almost at 400k views, and I am really just filled with so much joy to know that more people want to understand this law of attraction, to understand the law of the universe, and to also understand that they too can bring absolutely anything into their life experience. Before we get started, I am going to remind you guys that if you are ever looking for any readings with tarot or oracle readings, any manifestation guidance, please make sure to always check the Wizio link in the description box below. So if you are excited to hear about the details about why I took my time offline and also the experiences that I had offline, then please keep on watching. So the first thing I really have to share with you guys is that with this time offline, the one big thing that I really understood, and what's one thing that came to me, is that each of us have to give ourselves permission to heal from inside and out. I really wanted to take this time offline because it was a lot of hectic things going on in my life. I had to release a lot of things in my life, and as you guys know, that may or may not be an easy thing to do. It can be difficult to cut someone out of your life that you had thought would be in your life for some period of time, but one thing I think I also learned was that you have to respect your energy. You are the only person who can protect your energy from anything that tries to drain it or anything that tries to take away from you. I did have to cut some people out of my life. I did have to also sit with myself and have self-realization to see all the limiting beliefs that I do have within myself that I need to empower. I also was given the opportunity to be sponsored again to attend Tony Robbins, and I am going to share with you guys a lot of insights from that event in this video as well. So the first thing I will say today is that if you feel right now in your life that you need to detach yourself from people, from things, from circumstances, this is going to be an amazing time for you to do so, because as you guys know, we are coming up to the spring equinox, and as you guys remember, I really consider this time to be our official new year because it is the first sign of the zodiac in Aries, and as you guys also know, our Mars has been changed into Gemini, so we each feel this new energy because we were coming from a Taurus Mars for quite some time. So the first insight that I really want to share with you guys is that I want you to always affirm that you are always at the right place at the right time. One thing I had to really realize with myself is that even in the midst of chaos, even in the midst of adversity in my life, I had to really understand that I am meant to feel exactly what it is I'm feeling right now so that I can take my life to the next level. I also want to share with you guys that I think it's really healthy for you to at least take time off of your phone, off of social media, if it's one day per week or even for a whole month. I want you to give yourself this idea and this permission to honestly understand that you can give yourself the time and space to heal. In my time offline, as you guys know, the last video I uploaded, I was suffering with a lot of anxiety, and that was another reason why I had to take a break on YouTube, because if I'm not able to fill my cup up, I can't pour into you guys, and I want you guys to always feel that this is a space for you to come to be enlightened, to come to be awakened and inspired. I never want to come online to share any negativity that's going on in my life, because this is not the space for that. I also want you to remember that you are so beautiful, that you are such an amazing soul, and you deserve absolutely everything that you do want in your life. So currently right now, if you are going to take an overview of your life, I want you to really sit down and look at each section of your life and ask yourself, are you happy with how things have been going in that area? Are you happy with the things that you've been giving your attention and energy towards? It's really important to understand that time is of the essence, and we are not here to play games, okay? We have to make sure that every day we are putting our best foot forward, and also that we are not going to tolerate anything that lowers our vibration. I mean, really really. I don't want you to tolerate anything in your life that you feel is energy draining towards you. 2020 has been a year for each of us to really see our resilience, to also understand how it is that we can cope within anything in our lives, mainly by ourselves because of social distancing. I understand that each of us may not have been able to see our friends as frequent as we used to, or even get the support that we really need in our life that we are used to. In this year of 2021, I want you to make no exceptions for anything that lowers your vibration. And the reason why I'm making that a really big topic right now is because you have to take responsibility of your life. The only way that you are going to get from where you are currently to where you want to be is that you have to be very strict with your aura. You have to also be very strict with the energy that you are putting out into the universe. The one thing that also happened to me during my time offline is that I became emotionally unavailable to almost everyone. I made sure that I had to really sit in a hibernation, if that makes any sense. I didn't really talk to friends. I barely spoke to my parents. It was like I was in a really dark place where I had to actually cut myself off from the world. I'm not saying that's the healthiest way to do things, but that is something that I had to do for myself, because when I'm not in a good place, I don't like to be around people. I don't want to surround myself with people, because who actually wants to be around a Debbie Downer? No one. So I took it upon myself to sit with myself and really look at all the things in my life that I am so excited to change and transform. Every single day I made sure to stick to a routine where I was able to give to myself in a soulful way. I was able to give to myself in a physical way as well as emotional. So my tip for you is right now, I want you to find a routine. Find a routine that deals with mindfulness, if that's reading every day for 10 minutes or doing a yoga flow for 10 minutes every day, because I want you guys to always remember that any area of your life that you build consistency in, you will absolutely see that overlay in every other area of your life. And I also want you guys to remember, how you do anything is how you do everything. So really sit down with yourself and give yourself the permission to align to that frequency that you desire, to align to that personality that you know that's within you. As you guys may or may not know, I was sponsored to attend Tony Robbins, and it was absolutely amazing. It was like the universe knew I needed this at this exact specific time in my life, and I am so blessed and grateful for my sponsor, because without this opportunity, I don't really know how my transformation would have came along this way. At our Tony Robbins event, I was really reminded of how important it is every day to reach peak state. It's really important that every day you make it your due diligence to get yourself in this high vibration. And also another way that Tony made sure that we did this was every couple of minutes we would jump up and down and just dance and let loose, and it was like a really freeing experience. I also want to share with you guys that even though this event was virtual, I did go in 2018, and I have to say the energy was absolutely up there just as such in person. Obviously though, when you have an event in person, you're able to connect with people on a more personal level, as well as seeing other people have their breakthroughs, because it inspires you also to have your breakthrough. I did have a breakthrough moment. I remember in the Tony Robbins event, I was just crying so much tears of joy, so much tears of sadness as well, because I want you guys to give yourself this permission to allow any feeling that you're currently feeling, allow it to express itself. You know, the only way that we can move forward is if we really feel the things that don't make us feel so comfortable. I really also want to remind you guys that it is always going to be in the uncomfortable zone that you are able to see your growth, you're able to see your resilience as well as your character. Tony Robbins gave us multiple opportunities to go out in breakout rooms and connect with others and hearing other people's insight as well as their breakthrough, and it was so inspiring. And it was also a great reminder to remember it's okay to be vulnerable. Being vulnerable is something I am still learning how to do. I am also, you know, learning through my traumas that I've had in my life, emotional traumas. And I also want to share with you guys that the only way to actually connect with people and to feel safe with people and trust them is to be vulnerable. And I always want you guys to remember that I'm always going to be here for you no matter what is going on. Please always make sure to reach out to me if you ever feel like you need any type of support. Something I also noticed from this event, Tony Robbins made us do an exercise where we had to write down 3 limiting beliefs that we had so we can transform them into empowering beliefs. And I am going to share with you guys, when I looked at my 2018 workbook, I actually wrote down the same exact limiting beliefs. For me, when that first happened, it was a bit sad because I thought, you know, I'm actually moving forward in my life. So many things have been happening. How is it that I still have these same limiting beliefs? But I stopped myself in that moment and I said, don't judge yourself. This is not a space to judge. This is a space to grow. So I'm really happy and grateful to share with you guys that I am working through my limiting beliefs and really transforming them to understand that I am empowered. You know, I don't have to stay in that place and that lack mindset. And I really want to share with you guys this exercise. So right now, or even today during this time period when you're watching me, I want you to write down 3 limiting beliefs that you have. And it's okay. This is the time to be completely honest with yourself. When you do this exercise, I want you to say this limiting belief out loud, and excuse my French, I want you to say that this is bull crap, okay? I'm not gonna say the full curse word because this is YouTube, but I want you to say, and this is bull crap. And then I want you to write the empowering affirmation or the empowering belief and say, and this is true for me. I want you guys to really understand how that changes your brain. It really does when you say your limiting belief in such a way that is bullcrap. Like, this is not true. No, this is not my truth. I don't have to take authority of this limiting belief. And then you transform it into something that is more empowering, that allows you to feel so abundant in your life. And I always want you guys to remember that we always have the power to choose. And that's the beautiful thing about being a human being, is that we always have the power to choose our destiny, to choose where we want to give our attention. I also am going to touch base on how it is I am able to cut people off that no longer serve me. It's not an easy thing to do sometimes, but it's something that is very necessary. If you are noticing right now in your life that you are excelling, that you are growing, and maybe the people that you consider to be friends or lovers or anything in that nature, that they no longer align with you, I want you to know it's absolutely okay. You know, not everyone is supposed to be in our life forever, and that's one thing I had to really learn. And one thing that really got me through cutting people out of my life that no longer served me was I had to remember and understand that I am the main character in my story. I am the main character in my story, and I have to make sure that the people that are surrounding me are also inspiring me to be better. One thing I also learned at the Tony Robbins event is that proximity is power, and that the most 5 intimate relationships in your life are the ones that are going to dictate who you are going to be and who are you going to become. So make sure that you surround yourself with people that maybe have the things you want to have, who are, you know, maybe farther in life where you want to be, because that will inspire you. And as I said, proximity is power, and you will too be able to witness and feel the success that you are also inspired by. It won't be easy, but I want you to know it is so worth it, because your dream, your desire, your manifestation, it's worth it. It's worth sacrificing people that no longer serve you. It's worth sacrificing getting your mindset back into the abundant mindset, because it is your birthright to live a life of prosperity. It is your birthright to live a life of abundance, and I always want you to remember that the universe is here to support you in anything that you do. Anytime you jump off of this cliff of certainty, you will absolutely learn how to fly, and you will grow your wings, because the universe wants you to get to where you want to be. Everything always works out in the best absolute way for you, and I always want you to remember that no matter what circumstance you're facing. At this Tony Robbins event, I was able to connect with so many different souls around the world, and it was such a great reminder to know that even in the midst of this pandemic, even though we can't actually connect with people on a personal level in our day-to-day lives, there are still many people in this world who can match your frequency. You just have to, you know, seek, because whatever you are seeking is also seeking you. Another thing I learned during this time offline is that it is absolutely okay to cry whenever you need to. Sometimes when we are dealing with traumas, or we are working through our traumas, some days we could be absolutely okay, and then other days we are just hit with the flood of emotions. And I also want to remind you guys to give yourself the permission, allow yourself to feel, and to just channel through whatever you are currently facing, because anytime we are facing any negative emotion, affirmations, I want you to know that it is creating space for you to feel the good of life, to feel the blessings and the joy that life has to offer you. So before we wrap up today's video, I want to remind you guys to always put yourself at the top of your priority list this year. I want you to go after your dreams. I want you to understand that you absolutely have the right to do anything you want to do in your life. If that's cutting people off who no longer serve you, if that's cutting off limiting beliefs that no longer serve you, I want you to know it is your absolute right. You never have to explain to anyone why it is you're doing what you have to do, because you know deep down within yourself that this is going to work out in your favor. So I am so excited to be back on YouTube. I am so excited to bring you guys more content and also us manifesting all the things that we want together. I'm really excited, and I really just also, before I go, I want to share all of my love, my gratitude for you again, because I could never express that enough. I really love you guys so much. You guys keep me going. You guys remind me, you know, what it is that is my mission on this earth in this lifetime. And my mission is really to inspire people, to remind people how beautiful this life experience can be. As you guys know, in every single video, I love affirming with you. So in today's affirmation is going to be, there is a way and I will find it. There is a way and I will find it. There is a way and I will find it. I want you guys to always feel secure and safe, to know that no matter what path we choose, we will always find our way, that the universe is here. It wants us to prosper. We are highly blessed and we are highly favored in every single moment of our lives. I continue to send all my love, my light, and my grace to each of you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.